Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Camper UK in Lincoln, and what I'm going to do in this video is something I don't normally do. I'm going to go motorhome shopping. As you know, I go to dealerships all over to do the reviews. But literally I arrive, I dive into the model I've come to review, and then we leave. I don't really get to look at the models that I might actually be genuinely interested and excited about. So that's what I'm going to be doing here at Camper UK. Now, if you're going to a dealership to look at motorhomes, what I suggest you do before you go is do some research. I always say this, at least have an idea about the layout you might be interested and the price. Make a list. And that's exactly what I've done, and that's what we're going to do here when we go inside. I've made a list of some different layouts that I personally want to go and look at, ranging from £76,000 all the way to 209. Yes, you know me, I love to look at stuff I could never actually afford. So, list in hand, let's go in. So this is what you should be doing. If you go to a dealership, venture in, ready to go. So come on, let's go take a look inside Camper UK. Now, when you come to a dealership, Camper UK has actually got an indoor and an outdoor sales display area. The benefit of indoor is obviously in bad weather, it's great. You can spend some time having a look, and if it's a hot day as well, somewhere like this, it's much more shaded and cooler. It's also important to note that some of the dealerships do also have certain things when you buy from them, such as here you get 10% off in the accessory shop. There's also the Phoenix Rewards Club and things like that. So it's worth knowing the dealer you're buying from, what they're actually going to give you as well to show that you're a valued customer. Now, as you can see at Camper UK, the indoor showroom is absolutely massive, and that's why you're probably going to need a list to work your way around it. Now, it might be that you want to ask the staff when you come in where the layouts that you're looking for are, or you might just want to wander around. I get quite excited. It's like I come to look at one thing, I end up looking at something else altogether. I'm going to go straight to my list, and we're going to start down at the more reasonably priced end of what I've come to look at. And the first one is a Carado T338 Pro Plus. Now, the reason I want to look at this is because Carado, German manufacturer, it's an entry-level brand, but it's really well made. And when you look at this, you can sort of see why I'm quite interested. Look at it. So this is the 338 Pro Plus. £76,000. Now, what I like about this is you can have the silver cab, because I do like a bit of bling. We've got the white sides, and then we've got the decals. Let me just read you some facts and figures before we go in. So on this one, now I've chosen this one, it's a 3.5-ton motorhome, so you can drive it on your category B. This one's automatic, which is an absolute bonus, and it's just under 7 metres long. So it's not an overly large motorhome. But what we are going to get on this is a really big garage, and this is important to me. It might not be to everybody, but it's important to me. You're also going to get an awning. To me, an awning is essential. We use ours all the time. You're also getting as well an electric step on this. So for the money, it's looking good. I'm going to dive in. Right, in I go. Now, on this one, you've got a sunroof, and you've also got the drop-down bed, because it is a 4-berth. So we've got that. For 7 metres, got a nice lounge, and then I'm also getting a huge tower fridge and freezer, a big Thetford one. When I look at motorhomes, this is something that's really important to me. It might not be for everybody, but I know how much food we take away. You could just say eat less. No, that's a compromise. So yeah, and then this kitchen, again, often a compromise is worktop space, and this is something you need to think about. But really good sized kitchen. I've got my gas burners and the oven, and then the bedroom space. Now, I like this one because we've got really good sized beds, plenty of headroom, and it's really open plan. You can maybe see from back there how open plan this motorhome feels. And there's a little all-in-one washroom here. So a compromise here is the all-in-one. I'll let you have a quick look in there. I prefer separate ones only because I do shower in the motorhome quite a lot. But for the price and the size, I'd be happy to make a compromise on that, because I'd shower less than I'd use my kitchen and the other facilities. So that is a 338, and as I say, for the money, this looks a nice motorhome. Right, once you've gone round, a really good idea as you're going round is take some photos and a little video. because when you get home and you rethink all the stuff you saw, it'll be a blur. So get a little video and take some pictures as you go. Right, what we're going to do next, I've got another Carado. There's no reason for that, only because what I saw on the website were these ones that interested me. This one. Now, this is on a Ford, and the reason I want to show you this is because some people prefer the Fords to the Fiats, and some people just dismiss them, they don't want them. I like the Ford personally, I think it looks nice, they do drive nicely, so it wouldn't be a no for me, it would actually be quite a plus. Again, as I say, it is the Carado. Now, this is the T449 Edition 24. 81,000, so not badly priced. I like the blue cab. We'll just come down here and look at the facts and figures. So this is much longer, this motorhome, 7.36 metres long. Again, we've got automatic and it's 3.5 tonnes, so we can drive this on our Category B licence. I really like, if we bob down there, the black Ford alloys. We have got a garage. I'll see if I can just twiddle these and get it open for us. There we go. If you want to just put your head over here. So the benefit with this garage is, although it's not overly high, or that is quite high, but not as high as the longitudinal beds, it's got a really good depth to it. So that is an excellent garage space. The reason I often Twitter on about garages is because we've got our e-bikes and we take a lot of stuff. Our garage is, you know, literally full. So a garage to me is important. You're also getting on this the 2-lay canopy and the step as well. Right, I'll open this and I'll dive in and you can follow me in. So coming in, now again, this is 4-berth. I like the lounge area. This is a different style to some of them. Some of them are dinette, others are L-shaped. This has got more of a bench and then a little seat here and then the cab. And again, you've got that automatic gearbox. I personally would want to choose auto when I buy a motorhome, having driven both. I just prefer automatic. Now again in the Carado, I've been like really impressed with Carado. We've got all this kitchen space again. And then if you dive in here with me, we've got the huge Thetford tower fridge and freezer on the offside there. Now, this got the Truma air-blown heating like the other one that we looked at, so we were all right for heating. Step up, and this is an island bed. I love island beds, as you know. That's why, though, we're losing some of the height in the garage because it is an island bed. But look at all the room, all the floor space that this motorhome's giving us. A huge island bed. The shower on the near side, so we've got a separate shower. You actually just lift this out, that's a tray there, that lifts out, and that shower pulls across. And then if you want to step in here, we've got a really nice washroom. So in here, that's giving us a separate washroom and shower space. The door closes across there. I'll let you have a look. And then if you want to have a look down the motorhome, so you can see again that space that we're getting. And there we go. That is another Carado on the Ford. Yeah, nice. Just wanted to show you that one. Back to my list. Next on my list, we're going now to Bürstner. Bürstner is a premium manufacturer, again from Germany. I like Bürstners. The one we're going to look at is the 594. It's just down here on the left. This one, we're going up a little bit in price. We're going to £85,000. It's this one here with the white cab. Now this one, this is the Harmony line, Lyseo TD 594 Harmony line. And this is actually on the Citroen. Now, this is the white cab. When you look at Bürstners, I'm going to put links to everything down there, but when you look at Bürstners, you can choose the colour of the cab paint as well, so you don't have to just have white on Bürstner. Now, let's do some facts and figures. Now, as I say, this one's at 85,000. This is a much shorter motorhome, 3.5 tonnes, but this one is 5.99 metres, so this is only a 6-metre motorhome. And again, it's one I've chosen because sometimes not everyone wants a big one. If you come round here, we've got a little bit of storage space that we can see there, so you can hang bits and pieces up in there. We do get the electric step. That's where we empty our toilet cassette. And we've got a really nice, you can see on here, the black 2-lay awning with the LED bar. I like the Lyseo decals. I like the silver with the sort of coppery orange. The good thing about Bürstner, if you're a larger person or you struggle with mobility, they do have extra large wide doors. So this is something to bear in mind with Bürstner. So let's venture in. in we come. Now with this one, what I like about this is, because it's 6 metres, what they've done, instead of putting a fixed bed, they've got a drop-down bed. So the bonus of this is a compact length motorhome, a massive lounge. I mean, look, I could literally lay out on there. That is absolutely huge. The folding table, and it's all one height flooring, if you can see. It's one level. So if you do have mobility issues, this is great for getting around. Plenty of space to lay out. And then on a night time, you don't have to make up your bed, because sometimes that's a bit faffy, if I'm honest, for me. I personally don't like to make my bed up, but we've got the drop down bed here. So we can drop the bed, there's a little ladder in the back, climb on the bed, and there we are, it's bedtime. Kitchen space, plenty of space here. We've got our oven, storage, and again, a big tower fridge and freezer. This one's a Dometic one. So plenty of storage. And then you get this massive washroom and changing space at the back. There's the shower cubicle. I like the shower, as I've said. You've got the wash basin. For me, a little bit of intrusion there for getting my head in. Cabinets, toilet, and then the garage, you can access it from actually in here, that wardrobe space. So you've got that one there, and that one where we actually poked our own heads in. So loads of room for clothes. And the reason I've shown you this is not everyone wants a fixed bed, and not everyone wants a massively long motorhome. This is going to give you a good sized bed, a great sized lounge, and plenty of all-important space, and a good washroom. Hence, I just wanted to have a look at that one. So yeah, that would be another sort of layout I'd look at. Right, now back to my list. Let's have a look at... we're going to bounce around a bit, I think, here. So what I'll do is I'll just show you this one. To save us going over there and coming back, we're going to jump up in price. This is where my eyes light up. Now, I always like to look at things that I can't afford, as you know. So here we go. Let's make a start on that. This is the Lyseo I. The I is integrated. It's an A-class or integrated motorhome. So if you see I, that's generally on a motorhome what that means. And this is the 727. Again, it's Harmony line. These only come in white on Bürstner. This is Bürstner again. This is £125,000, so quite a bit more. Let's venture down and get some facts and figures though. So I can share those with you. Now this one, 7.36 metres long, automatic, but this weight, now this has got an MTPLM of 4,400 kilos. I'd imagine this has been upplated to that weight. As standard, I'd imagine on the Fiat, this could well come at 3,650 or 3,850, but this has gone up to 4,400. If you can, if you've got C1, my advice would be go heavier, because you'll be amazed at how quickly you eat into your payload, and you do not want to be overweight. So if you've got C1, go heavier. It would be my advice on something like this. We're getting a garage on this one. I'll just see if that's open. Oh yeah, wow, look at this. Now this is what I love about European motorhomes. Look at that garage. Now that is massive, and because this is 4,400 kilos, if you, depending on your axle weight, which I'd be inclined maybe to put rear air suspension on, Jules is going in, then you could probably get a moped in there, or a Jules. You can fit a Jules. Come on out. This is why we don't go motorhome shopping, because I can't trust him. Come on out, you giant 5-year-old. Right. That's a really impressive garage. Okay, let's go and see the layout. So as I say, this is the 727. There are a number of layouts on all of these ranges, electric step. So it's a matter of finding the one that works for you. Now it's 125,000, but the moment you step in, you sort of can see a bit more why it is. We've got this leather finish, these nice fabrics, got these drop-down blinds. The table's got a nice finish to it. And the gloss, I personally really like the gloss. It just adds a little bit more wow for me. This is a feature I like as well on the Bürstners, these pull-outs. When you're spending a lot more money, I want something a bit more special. I want to come in and be like, wow. I don't want to come in and just be like, yeah, okay. It's got to have that wow factor. So we've got all our cooking space here. Again, pull-out drawer under there for cutlery and bits. And then we have a shower to the near side, and the washroom, we'll have a look on the way back. This one has got the step that pulls out for stepping on with storage, longitudinal beds. You can pull this out like it's been shown here, pulled out, the cushion in the middle to make it a bigger bedroom. I'll see if, yes, you can, if you dive in the shower, look, and then poke your head in there. So when I look at washrooms, straight away I'm looking the toilet, that's raised. What I'd want to make sure of is I can actually get up there to use it. Obviously, for someone small, you're going to have to stand on there. So work out, you know, don't be embarrassed to sit on the toilet in the motorhome showroom. People have done a lot worse in these places. So check everything out, make sure it does work for you, because again, good size sink, but make sure that's not going to be in your way. So yeah, and when you sat on the loo, this sounds daft, but I'll just pull that across, but check you can actually close the door, because, oh, sorry, check you can close the door. Because sometimes when they design the motorhomes, they don't actually sit on the loo and close the door themselves, and that's going to cause you a problem. Right, so that's, and to show this, that's the drop down bed there on the Lyseo I-727. So drop down bed, longitudinal beds, harmony line. So it's these little extras that should get you excited. You should be looking at it and being like wowed by it. Right, what we'll do next is I've got a Carthago and I've got a Delfin. I think what we'll do, let's head up to the Carthago next. It's down here. I'm actually going to do a full review tomorrow of this Carthago. I've not done them before. It's just not a brand I've got near, but they are stunning. It's a German manufacturer, premium, and they're beautiful. So it's this one here. So this is the Carthago Chic C-Line, 182,000. It's on the Mercedes. This is the silver. I believe you can have them in silver or white. You do pay extra for silver. You can see though, this one is the twin axle, tag axle motorhome. These are about 5.5 tons. As I say, the full review will be done on this, but I just want to have a look. So let's have a wander down. Lots of storage under there. You see they've got this huge storage under all the way down the motorhome as well on these integrated. 8.53 metres long, yep, 5.5 tonnes gross vehicle weight, automatic. Let's have a look in the garage first of all. Yeah, wow. So huge, huge garage here. As you can see there, really good size. And this is top line touring, it really is. Let's go get inside. Never mind out there. And these are nice. So this is the sort of thing I'd look at. Okay, so we are getting the awning, and that's illuminated. I like the LED lights. And then I look at the wheels and I think, yes, nice black Mercedes alloys. Looking at it, this is stunning. But when you spend £182,000, I want it to look stunning and I want to be excited, which I am. Electric step. Now, because these are quite high up, you've got a bit of a step up. The door, not as wide as that Bürstner. In we go. Now, this is interesting. Carthago, I think your taste changes as you get older. Years ago, I used to hate dark wood in motorhomes. I just used to get straight out of them, and Heimer were a lot like that. I think as I've got older, it's grown on me, so that's probably not a good sign, is it? But look at this, 182. We've got this leather, huge lounge, nice table here. It's not foldable, it's fixed as it is. It doesn't get any larger or smaller there. The leather finish on this. And then with this one, we've got the drop-down bed here above the cab, and then the dark wooden floor. I must say, for some people, I think if you got in this, you might find that the dark wooden floor would be a little bit too much. As well as this, I'd be considering a Bürstner Elegance, an Adria Supersonic, the Heimer Master Line, a Knaus integrated motorhome. But I like the lovely gloss finish on these. This is a good size kitchen. We've got an espresso machine here, or a Krups machine. The cabinets, lots of nice touches. And then a move here, good size shower, plenty of space. So I'm thinking space. I like this. I do like this separate shower, that sink, sorry. We'll have a look in the Bürstner on our way round, but lovely. And then two good size, nicely finished singles. Wow. Even Jules is excited. Do you want to come around here, Jules, and have a look? And then again, the toilet. So this is something here. Make sure you've got the room. That's possibly, yeah, that's a ceramic toilet. Don't put your hand in a toilet that's been used. This is brand new. But yeah, ceramic, and it's got the alder. I must say, I have looked in Carthagos before at the NEC. the finish on these, compared to some of the other European manufacturers, is very, very nice. It does remind me of Bürstner. It does have a Bürstner feel. Jules will just show you where the television goes. There we go. Right, what we'll do, let's make our way this way. Just be careful as you step out. There's a bar to hold on to, also important. Now what we're going to do is, there's a Bürstner down here. I know we've sort of gone from top end to different end, but I didn't want to drag us all the way around the showroom. It gives you an idea of how much there is in the showroom. But this is another different layout. If you don't want a huge motorhome, it's down here at the end. And I also wanted to look at this because I think the colour scheme, it's a bit Marmite, which is why it's interesting to look at these. So this is the Bürstner Delfin T 680G. So we've got the white cab, and when I talk about the colour scheme, you can see on this sort of special edition, it's got this brown here, and then brown along the sides, and then we've got this decal here, which is quite different. So for some people, this would not be for them whatsoever, but other people, you'd see those colours, and you just be like, wow, that's amazing. So it's quite interesting to see these different ones. Now this one is 86,500, so I say we've jumped back down, but 86.5. 3.5 tons, and again it's just under 7 metres, this motorhome. Garage, the garage hasn't got the depth, but it's got the height to it. You'll see in a minute when we go inside on the layout. I do find this one quite interesting, but that's the garage. And if you just have a look at the back as well on this, we've got the I think it's a dolphin, look. So there we go, and we've got a reversing camera. Right, let's go in. I'll just fire us in here. Yeah, so in we go. Now what I liked about this one is this is another model where you haven't got a fixed bed. You've got this nice good size lounge. Now some people prefer this sort of space. You've got the drop down bed, and then we've got again a massive amount of worktop space, and in this one we've got the tower fridge freezer again here on the off side. So tower fridge freezers, quite important to me, so that was a bonus. And then a good sized rear washroom. For 7 metres, plenty of space, but the bonus on this is you have got, instead of the 6 metre Bürstner that we looked at with the fixed bed that had the wardrobe here, if you remember, we've got a garage, which we didn't on the other one, and a garage again is important. So that is maybe one to consider. Right, now let's go have a look at this Bürstner Elegance. I've reviewed the Bürstner Elegance before. Price wise, these can be anywhere from one spec'd up, 180, 190. They're on the Mercedes. These are just short of 9 metres long. So these are long twin axle motorhomes. Let's go in and have a look. Now silver, you can get these in silver or white. The silver's extra. This one, Camper UK, has literally got so much stuff on it. It's got the barbecue point, the TV points, the wind out awning. Let's go. Weight-wise, it's 5.5 tons. This has got the self-sufficiency pack as well, with the inverter, the solar, the lithium, you name it, this has pretty much got it. And we'll go in. Now, this is quite interesting.
Full review on our channel.
Full review on our channel. And I'll tell you why this is interesting, because when I look at these motorhomes, this is probably, if I happen to have nearly £200,000 to spend on a twin axle, tag axle integrated, the Bürstner Elegance would certainly be right up there in my top 3. Personally, I would prefer the leather upholstery as opposed to the fabric. But when I now compare that to the Carthago, I think they're very, very similar in terms of which one would you go for. And I think it's got to be which one has that feel. Because really, the last one we saw, they're pretty much in the same price bracket. But again, the finish, we're getting this lovely gloss. You can get a coffee machine that goes in here. The solid worktops. This has got the pull out there. And then like the Carthago, we've got the big Dometic tower fridge freezer there. But like the Carthago, we've got the shower. Now, the shower on the Bürstners, that is a really good size shower. Do like that. This is a little bit longer than the Carthago we saw before, but we've got the separate washroom to the shower room, and then we've got the big island bed. You can get a model, the 910 has the twin beds. This 920 has the island bed, I'd probably go, what would you go, Jules? Island, yeah, we like island beds. And you get these wardrobes as well. There's a TV bracket. I won't bore you with it because we're not reviewing them. We're just looking at what I look at when I go motorhome shopping. So yeah, that is the Elegance. One of my top 3. I think for me, I'd be putting Hymer in there, that Carthago in there. Adria Supersonic, I've actually just reviewed one of those as well, so it's interesting to see these. Now, last but not least, this. This is the Carthago Chic E-Line. I'm not reviewing this one, although it could certainly be one that I'd really be quite excited to do. 209,000. Got the huge garage. We can see the 2-lay canopy. Again, these nice black Mercedes alloys. If we just come round the front. Now, it's interesting because I think what I'd say is, like, the front, it's very different to the Bürstner. It's very different to the Adria Supersonic. It's different to the Hymer. They're all on the Mercedes. It's what they do at the front. It's up to them. So this is the Carthago style that you can see. They've got a bit more of a sort of knobbly nose. That's not a technical term. That's just what I'd say. So it's a matter of seeing which one you prefer. And also we can go down the offside. Let's venture in. I've poked my head in here earlier. I've cheated. This is amazing. Let's go in. Now, what is quite interesting in this one is you'll notice, I mean, obviously there are more lights that we can turn on, but this has quite a dark and enclosed feel. It's got this lovely dark leather. It's almost like a mockery, chocolatey cappuccino. They've got somewhere to put your 32-inch telly here. It's got that dark wood flooring, the darker woods, and then the gloss finish. You can probably see from me sat in here, it does feel quite dark. And this is the difference with them when I go around them. We come into the kitchen space. We do have somewhere, a little bit of a top there, but you can see not as much worktop space as I'd perhaps maybe want, is what I'd be thinking. We've got the Dometic tower fridge and freezer there. This is a slide out storage cabinet, so stuff like this is nice. I want to see some little features. I'm just looking up at the ceiling to see about air conditioning units and things like that. Good size island bed, steps to get on, the wardrobe space. We've got chargers and a plug socket down there. Got the mirror above us, probably to give us a bit of extra feeling of space, because the dark wood makes these spaces feel a little bit smaller. The shower cubicle just here in this corner that you can step into here. And then let's just have a look in there. So we've got the toilet with washroom in this one. There we go. And then we can look back down the motorhome. Interesting. I think I actually like the other Carthago, and that's why it's so important to come and get inside them to get a feel. Let's jump back out into the showroom. Right, I'll hold on to the bar as I go. So that is a visit to Camper UK. It is massive. They've got loads of stuff inside and outside. They've got new and used motorhomes. Hopefully it's given you a bit of an idea about when you come. Look on the website before you come to see what they've got. Bring a list, write the prices down. As you come and go around them, take photos, take video. Try not to go in ones you can't afford, because you get your hopes up and then you don't want the one that you can afford. So try to avoid doing that. I just do it because I enjoy it. But yeah, it's interesting. What you'll find is you'll go in a motorhome and it might not even have the feel that you thought you were going to get from it. And the feel is really important. But take your time. And unless you are going to go and buy on that day, my advice is get the facts and figures and the prices, come away and think about it. Don't just rush into making a purchase. I know it's very exciting, but just come away and have a think and make sure that what you think you want is going to be right for you. Watch YouTube videos and reviews, see what people say. Go on owners groups, they're brilliant on Facebook. Owners groups, ask about common problems, what's really good, what's not so good. So things like that. But yeah, so if you come motorhome shopping, these are the sort of things you want to be doing. Hopefully you've enjoyed just having a look around a few different models and layouts here at Camper UK. I'd like to say thank you to them, obviously, for letting me just wander around and do that. I've enjoyed myself as always. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.